It's Kasia from Tarot Map. How are you doing? This is day 4 and 5, 31 days of tarot by Ethany. And I just want to show you top 5 tarot books that I used and kind of mostly was excited about in 2017. I didn't purchase all these books in 2017, but I think maybe most of them I used in this year. I did purchase this book, Tarot for the Healing Heart, by Christine Jetty, and this is a cool book for healing with tarot. I love that section when she describes each card from the healing perspective. So this one is quite interesting. I haven't read the whole thing. She also has quite beautiful spreads that you can do, but I did read quite a lot of descriptions of the cards and how she sees them in the healing perspective. So for example, what I opened is 6 of Cups, and she gives you life lessons, so imbalance or disease. So for example, clinging to old ideas, unwilling to change, unable to remember the past accurately because of emotional pain. We often do that, don't we? And then life wisdom, so how the energy is balanced in the 6 of Cups, seeing value in the past, making peace with the past in a realistic way, actions to support the healing process. People with post-traumatic stress disorder often get this card. Revisit the memories of childhood or a traumatic incident to see how events shaped your personality and emotional outlook. If you had serious trauma or abuse, a therapist is strongly indicated. A past life reading or hypnosis can also reveal how memories are shaping you today. Welcome new ideas and self-expressive activities to help you heal old emotional wounds. Be kind to the wounded child who lives inside of you. Physical symptoms surfacing now may have roots in your past. Make sure your doctor has all your old records. So also the practical tips, which are cool. Study mythology and all religions. Concentrate on any memories that give you a sense of safety. Your healing will be in rediscovering your past and finding value in it. And then you have contacting your inner wisdom. And these are just questions which you can ask yourself. What do I need to heal? What do I need to do to heal a painful past? What memories give me comfort and safety? What new activities will help me move forward? So you get this for each and every card in the tarot deck, and I thought this is really cool. So that's this book, Tarot of Transformation. I use this book a lot. It's one of those very, psychological, beautiful, soulful written guidebooks to one of my favorite tarot decks. And if you like psychology, if you like therapy, this book, it's really great for that. I also love Enrique Enriquez's Tarology. This one is much more intellectual. If you don't like plays with words and quirkiness about tarot, he's very smart, very intelligent. I love this book, and I got this book from Natalie. Thank you, Natalie. I had a copy before, which was xerocopied, but yeah, it's lovely to have the physical version. And this year I also used quite a lot the Wildwood Tarot deck and book. It's a cool book. It's not even that I had to use it with the cards, because I love the cards for what they kind of give me intuitively, but this book is very cool as an additional companion book. It's a piece of bark. Another one which I really enjoy and am enjoying, because it's a huge book and it takes a long time to read, and I wasn't kind of in that very earthy shamanic mood for most of the year, but the Shining Tribe Tarot, Rachel Pollack wrote just this amazing discourse, and she discovered and went through a lot of culture and a lot of cultural information about goddess, about different energies. Oh, look at this. I'm just finding those stuff in the book. Bark. And the last one, which I got very recently, is the Tarot of Spirit, which also looks like an amazing book, but which also takes a long time because it's huge. So I'm reading it just when I pull a card of the month. I read about it when I, you know, just want to do a reading with Tarot of the Spirit and want to discover something. Sometimes I have a certain archetype that I'm working with, so then I'm searching through the books and looking for those particular types of you know, description of the devil, let's say, or something like that. And from the cards that were my stalkers in 2017, from what I remember, because probably there were more, but from the two that I remember the most was the Two of Swords, and the other was the Devil card. And I was stalked with Two of Swords. I was stalked for most of the kind of beginning of 2017. And I was just like, what are you wanting to tell me? Seriously, I was getting it like in every reading. And I think this card taught me a little bit about the need to get it straight away. I want to understand it. I want an Ace of Swords and I want a Ten of Swords. Started, finish. I know what it's going, what it's all about. Whereas this one was kind of going like a fish, you know, like in two different directions. So I could see that kind of blocked understanding, and because of two maybe like a lot of internal conflict that was going on within me, and that conflict was quite intellectual. It wasn't actually manifesting so much in my outside world, but I was kind of constantly like out of track, even though these two swords on this card make kind of like a nice road, you know, in between them. But it's like one stream swimming this way and one stream going the other way. So I felt like this internal conflict, and this is a good kind of keyword for that card for me: an internal conflict, two or more conflicting ideas which I have to resolve within myself, and a little bit of insecurity, like this mental insecurity and mental kind of instability, because I'm not sure exactly what I want and what's going on, but I felt this kind of tension inside of me. And that with swords can be also one of those cards that, you know, like you feel this tension. The devil was kind of stalking me recently, and to me it has a lot to do with my communication skills and how I instinctively get caught by devil very quickly when I'm a bit like upset or put out of my comfort zones, and I go into this instinctive action reaction like, bruh, you know, I'm quite of a fighter. I can be a fighter. I am a fighter. I want to be a peaceful fighter, but you know, sometimes as I said, sometimes my horns grow and my communication skills go to hell. Ooh, hello, devil. So yeah, he kind of reminded himself to me a few times over the run of the last few months of 2017. And so for the first time, I saw the devil connected to communication, and how easily for me is to fall into the trap of like this instant reaction, rather than giving myself space and time to really know what I feel in my body and really remember my body before I jump into the judgment or conclusion or critique, you know, even towards myself. Also, the devil, I think, it was interesting because then the Artemis came, and when I spoke to Melanie Lucia, she was amazing to make me realize that sometimes it's okay, you know, and I see each card in positive and negative way, and the devil also awakens that passion in me, that sometimes it's okay to be a warrior, that sometimes it's okay to have like a straightforward shoot, that you don't always have to be the yes, you know, if you like the diplomat about it. And that it suits my character, and it suits my even astrology. When I think of it, I'm mostly air and fire. I'm quite combustible in a way, you know. I would love to have enough strength and power to kind of contain that, because I don't want to be the action reaction person, but sometimes when it comes out, like, I don't want to give myself too hard time, because it's also like me, and I will never be perfect, and I will always do some fuck ups, and you know, just like blurt something silly, and I try not to swear, but I swear a lot, and it comes out sometimes in the most not very nice places, when you think like, shit, I shouldn't have said that now. So I think this devil mostly is for me about, yeah, watching, observing my ways of communicating, how easily and how passionate I can get about things, but also how easy I can cross the line and kind of lose touch with my body, lose touch with really being aware of what I'm saying in each moment. And this is a lifelong lesson, but yeah, that's my stalker for 2017 as well. So we'll see what this year will bring. Thank you for watching.